Yo, here we are with the Logitech Brio 4K. Yo, what up and welcome to the cupboard. I'm looking at a different front-facing camera now. I usually use a Sony Handycam. I'm using the Galaxy S8 here, but I also have a Logitech Brio 4K webcam here to see how that goes. As ever, links will be down in the description box below if you're after one of these. 4K camera, pretty minimalistic box here, not a lot of information on in terms of the specs, just a lot of warranty, health and safety information, that kind of boring information. So let's see if we can get this open and let's check out what's inside. Ooh. There we go, that's got it. So Logitech, let's lift that out. That looks pretty nice and neat, to be honest. Let's see what else we get out the box, if anything at all. Slide this up if it even wants to come out. Ooh, there we go, don't want to break anything. So yeah, you got the power lead in here, I'm presuming, some warranty and health and safety information, as well as instructions on how to mount it and set it up within here. You've got a USB 3 connector there with a USB type C connection on the other side, which is pretty cool. You've got the mount for the monitor, as well as a little bag, it looks like here. So let's see, you never normally get a bag with web cameras because they're normally fixed. But yeah, there you go, you get a little jiffy bag if you want to move around with the Logitech branding, kind of microfiber material here so you don't scratch it. Unusual, but hey. So the actual camera itself, this is a 4K webcam. Let's take this off. Oh, the essence right there. So you got the camera and the sensors right there. Along the back you got the USB type C connector. This is how this actually works. You put that on top of your monitor, and this you can change according to the angle of the back of your monitor. And you're going to be wondering, well, what's this little thing here? Well, this is a privacy thing. So you've heard about webcams being quite easily hackable, and if your system is at risk, you can put that over the top so no one can see what you're doing. And when you want a webcam, there you go. I love the way that there's thought of this out the box. Normally you have to buy a separate contraption, but yeah, I love that Logitech have included that out the box. Here we are with the Logitech 4K Brio. Now installation is a cinch, just plug it in. I'm using Windows 10, it installs all the drivers for you. Go onto the Logitech website and download the camera application, and this is what you see. Essentially, if I go into home, you can see the image standard here that you can use, HDR, what type of frequency to record, field of view and such like. So if you have a look at image quality standard here, or you can switch between widescreen. Now widescreen, there is a second or two before it flips over, as you can see, but I like to keep it on standard because there's not a lot happening in the shot, so I like to be the focus. But HDR, obviously you can switch this, toggle this on and off here if you wish. Not a lot going on inside, so we're going to keep this to off. You got the frequencies there. Now the field of view, which I actually love messing around with, 65 degrees of view, 78 or 90 degrees. Now at 90 degrees, if you switch to widescreen, you get a wider view in the standard anyway, but if I switch to 78 and 65, you can still get that same sort of shot with that widescreen angle. So we'll leave that there and go head on over into, before we go into advanced, notice the plus and minus symbols here. So you can zoom in, and this is, whoa, goes in quite a lot. So once you zoom in a little bit, you can pan left or right depending on how wide you've zoomed in here to get to the standard shot. So I'm just going to leave it where it was and zoom all the way out. That's awesome. Don't want to get too close now. So if we head on over into advanced here, you can see you've got the image settings here. So brightness at 50%, I'm on the sun or I'm in a very dark cave. So if we leave it at 50% there, obviously contrast 35%, same sort of thing. You know what to do with these sorts of settings, whatever looks good for you. And obviously autofocus, I've got it on here. So if I take this off, I can manipulate the focus as much as I want, or not so much. I'll leave it on autofocus for the time being. and the color intensity set to 47% initially. At 100% I have a very bad tan, or at 0 it's black and white, so we'll leave it where it was, about 47%. Auto white balance here is ticked at, so very cool indeed, or very warm indeed. So we'll leave that on auto. You can restore the settings to default if you wish, and again you can pan and here once you zoom in and out, but we like to leave settings as they are here. And once they've saved, we can come out of this. And this is what the Logitech Brio 4K looks like. We're using the completely free camera application which comes with Windows 10, so nothing fancy or professional whatsoever, just to see what the bare bones quality is like. So let me know in the comment section down below what the video quality looks like. Certainly on screen looks very detailed indeed. The colors may be a little bit different compared to the Galaxy S9, but those tend to run a little bit warm anyway, so we'll see what they look like side by side or one after the other. And how does the audio sound? Is it any good? Can you hear a hissing sound? Do let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm interested to see what is going to happen post-production after all this is put together, sent up to YouTube. They do all the compression, what it actually churns out the other side. So let's switch over to the Sony Handycam. Here we are in the Sony Handycam. As I say, this is a CX730, I think. I've had it for about 5 or 6 years, and I haven't really been happy with the quality of the audio or the video for a long time, but I've just been dealing with it, so I thought I'd make a change. So how does this compare to the Logitech Brio 4K? And how's the audio? I have in particular never been happy with the audio from this webcam. I bought a little boom mic, a Sony boom mic for it, and it still doesn't sound so good. Apparently all webcams have an inherent problem with the audio, with the hissing sounds inside of them, and an external microphone still doesn't help. So here I am testing out a webcam for these front facing shots, and if it isn't any good, or the Logitech one isn't any good, I'm going to give that to my son. He wants to do some streaming online, maybe on Twitch or something, so we'll see what he does if this isn't any good. So yeah, how's the audio? Obviously this is a 1080p video camera, so we're going to be shooting in 1080p on the Logitech as well as the Galaxy, just for reference here. Noticeably, because it's older, I doubt there's much detail compared to the other two, and as I mentioned, the audio is pretty bad anyway. But do let me know in the comment section down below how this compares. And here we are with the Samsung Galaxy S9's front-facing camera. Now I tend to use this quite a bit where I can't get a tripod or any good lighting. Just stick it on a gorilla pod and kind of do it vlog style, which tends to work pretty good. But how does it look and hear in this particular situation? I haven't come across any audio issues before from it. There's no hissing sounds. I'm sure people would be going crazy if there were hissing sounds coming from the audio or this thing, but certainly I haven't noticed it before. The video quality always tends to look good, albeit a little bit warm on the color side. As we all know, Samsung devices or the cameras tend to favor the warmer colors a little bit. So how does this compare to the Sony Handycam before it and the Logitech 4K Brio? Back on the Logitech Brio here. Let me know in the comment section down below how this compares to the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus's front-facing camera and the Sony Handycam, which is a CX730, as I say, years and years old. This seems to be better than both, but it's largely, how does the saying go now? It goes something like, the best camera that you have is the one that you have on you. So I want this one permanently perched on top of my monitor, so I can just switch it on, start recording without no messing around mounting my Galaxy S9 on top of my monitor, or even messing around with my large Handycam. So yeah, let me know how this looks. Please like, subscribe, and if you're new, hit that little notification bell. We've got plenty more content coming up on here. Thanks for watching, have a wicked day, and I'll see you next time.